Alright, hold on a second before we start. Hey everybody, welcome to stream. I am actually not sure if everything's okay or not. I had to do some bullshit from OBS a minute or two ago, so yeah. Having some issues where could not get the stream to start, had to update. It was working fine before. Anyway, I'll get back to talking normally in a second. Let's go ahead and, like, get ready to get started. Oh yeah. So, not even really a big deal, but I taking some more precautionaries before I started the stream. I wasn't really liking where we were going with the last few results and how he had nothing happening, so I got some more fossils. Be a little bit longer on the batches. I'm gonna try to hold in there longer and stream longer today. How well things will work out is really up in the air, but hopefully they'll be good. Anyway, hope you're all doing good. I've been doing pretty good myself. Things are not amazing, but they're alright. I mean, as good as they're really going to be with how crazy things are with this pandemic going on. Alright, let's get into Pokemon Stadium now that we've got our fossils set up. Let me just double check everything. Like I said, I ran into some weird issues before I started. Alright, I think we're all good. So, yeah. Before we do anything else, just gonna recap a little bit. We actually went through most of the game already at the last stage of PokeCup and about to finish off. Like, good chunk of it. We only got like a little bit of the game left I want to finish, and got some fossils. Don't know if I'll finish today. We didn't do a whole lot. Like last time we screwed up and didn't get a lot of progress, but I want to change that today. Anyway, give me a second or two. So, Psychic type, maybe Fire or Flying. That's a, I don't know, Marowak could work here, I think. There we go. You know, it's just like a small thing, but like, it's crazy to think how far humanity has come. Went from like back days of caveman, at least if like science is to be believed, all the way up to what we've got now. Hey Don Dare, welcome to stream. Good to see you. Like, we went from having nothing and basically banging rocks together and like using just nothing, making like the best they could to survive, all the way the technology we have nowadays. Craziest part of all is like thinking like if we lost a lot of this tech, then it'd be maybe not even possible for us to survive anymore. Like, we've made so many changes. Sometimes I wonder if like humanity's like a little too over-reliant on technology. I know I use it more than I need to. It's whatever though. I'm not upset about that. Just like a thought that came to me. I have quite a few things I want to talk about. I don't know if they'll completely stick with me like I'm hoping, though. Part of my problem is I forget things a little too easy. Like, for anybody who takes this like a knock against technology, I probably wouldn't be here today without it. Video games helped me out a ton with my life. It felt like it was an escape from a lot of problems in reality. I had some issues with my parents, obviously. I think I've talked about it on stream, and I don't want to get into it too much. I'll just say that video games kept me feeling sane a lot of the time, and felt like I had a lot of happiness from being able to play games. Kept me going, made me feel like I wasn't depressed, and made me feel a lot better when I was feeling down. Do I like Lantern? I mean, I think he's got a pretty good design. Also had a fairly good typing for only being around like the second gen. They came up with like some pretty good dual typings, even though still quite a few left. Like, they've managed to fill out a ton of unique Pokemon. I really like that. Are we gonna be stuck with another fucking thing like this where I can't move for several turns? I've gotta say, this is like only slightly related to my last topic, but like, those like technology progressing, I've gotta say I'm glad a lot of game series progressed, especially Pokemon, because some of the gameplay in Gen 1 is legitimately fucking garbage, like getting fucking stun locked and being forced to have to like switch your Pokemon or whatever to break free of it. Also, see if I remember what I was about to say here for a second, because I got a little sidetracked. One other really big thing that I forgot about, well, whatever, it's not a big deal. I'll just say that Pokemon has made a lot of good changes, and some of the gameplay in these games are fucking ridiculous at times, and you play it and like, think about, oh yeah, the fucking status ailments are pretty bad, mainly poison, but still so underrated. I don't know, I'd feel like I need to work on my streaming skills. I don't blame people if they don't hang around. I'm not trying to be boring, I'm just not great with keeping conversation going and keeping it interesting. I think nowadays, too, it's really hard to start off with streaming. Like, you can try and you can get fairly far, but without any type of help and without anybody watching you, you won't get anywhere. Like, I did start with, like, some support, and I didn't have a lot, but, like, surprised I got as far as I did. If you don't have any connections on the internet, like, getting anywhere can be really difficult. Extremely grateful for what's happened to me, though, and how I've been able to get at least some regulars, even if it's not as great as it could be, but I'm not complaining, because I actually just enjoy having people in the chat to talk to in general. It's much better, like, going and just having these kind of casual conversations and being able to talk about games freely. Well, that was a quick one. I love the enthusiasm in this game. Yeah, it's fine if you need to go AFK and, like, do something, or you need to shower. I would be lying if I said I don't ever go AFK during a stream. It's nothing against the streamer so much as it is, and I do it. Typically, it's like I have things I need to handle, like I sometimes have to go either use the bathroom or I need to eat something like that. Oh, you said shout me out. Couldn't see all the message. I'm guessing that's like a thing. Accidentally typed your message too early, maybe, because I've had that happen to me a few times. I mean, I'm fine with it. I don't really care. I don't know if it would help, but I would appreciate it, I guess. I mean, I've had a few raids before on the stream, and they never really go anywhere. Most of the people who end up in the raids are just, like, gone within the next 10 minutes. I don't know. Actually, is like wanting to discuss something that's, I don't know how interesting it'd be, but I thought it'd be good enough to talk about. I don't know how many people will get. We're talking about either, so this is better with like more people, but I thought now would be a good time to talk about like movies actually, because the mood to like discuss some like different movies I've watched. Namely, older stuff, though. I have a lot of stuff that I remember really, really fondly from watching as a kid. It's also something like I've talked about movies, but I don't think I've ever really sat down and like particularly talked about any favorites in each genre or anything like that. If I can remember all of them, which is a bit of a problem all in itself, because not every movie I watch is amazingly memorable. Some of them are good and like have some weak points in them, honestly. I think as a kid I mostly watched like animated stuff, but that's not a knock against animated stuff. There are some legitimately really, really good animated movies. I think it was a little bit dark. I'm not certain if I'm remembering correctly, but like there's like one movie I remember very strongly that I saw as a kid. It was called The Brave Little Toaster, and it was really, really interesting that like the guy is moving from a house to a new house, and a lot of his old appliances got left behind, and for whatever reason in the movie, like the appliances were all alive and they wanted to reunite with them, and the movie was about this. They were like trying to find him, and it was like their journey trying to reach him, and there was some really odd stuff that happened. Like at least one point, I remember they were in like a junkyard, I think, and they nearly got smashed by like one of those trash compactor things. It was like really... It was not something you would expect to be in a kid's movie, to say the least. And I'm not sure if the movie qualifies as a kid's movie or not. I mean, it's animated, but a little on the dark side for a kid's movie.
Here's the first move. A decent hit.
You gotta go? I understand that's the case. See you later then.
Flying in this battle.
Let me see. I'm not gonna be in a good spot if I don't switch Pokemon. Alright, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, man. I guess I'll just try to hang out and talk. Be not as easy. It's just nicer to have more people around to talk to, but I don't mind. I'm not upset. Just, I don't know. I personally feel like it's easier to conduct conversation when there's other people in the chat. Oh, come on! This is like probably one of the things I was talking about, the status conditions thing, is like, in Gen 1 particularly, I think ice doesn't ever really thaw out. You just get fucking stuck the entire time you're frozen. Or if you do, it's like a really, really slow thaw. The moment I got frozen, Slowbo, and see, what am I saying? Slowbro, excuse me. Fucking stuck and wasn't going to be freed. I think you'll keep using the same move to try and harm me, at least. Can work around that strategy. But yeah, I loved watching animated stuff as a kid. I watched a lot of stuff. Another big favorite I had, isn't even like primarily animated, would be like, what's it called? Space Jam? That was good. That was like a mix of like live action and animation, like the Looney Tunes characters in it, and it was legitimately one of my favorite movies, and just like, I've rewatched it quite a few times since then. They did a really good job with it. I don't know, I feel like NBA and Looney Tunes would not have been like some perfect fit, and yet they made it work really well. It didn't feel unnatural at all. And the plotline was surprisingly entertaining, despite the fact that it was like some villain characters created specifically for the movie. I guess to be fair, they kind of work with Looney Tunes decently well. Like, the villain characters were interesting. I can't tell you, I remember like a lot of the movie's plot. I think it was like about Shaquille O'Neal or something, or was it Charles Barkley? I don't remember. It's one of those two, I think, and basically, like, the Looney Tunes characters didn't know what they were doing and didn't know how to play basketball. It was really interesting. One of those really dumb alien plot movies because the villains were aliens, and like something along the lines of trying to take over the world, and if they lost, like, they'd lose everything. Just generic, dumb alien plot line for a movie. That's all it was. Nothing crazy. It's still a good movie, though. I gotta say, like, I didn't expect I'd be talking about animated movies this much. I love them, but I didn't really think it'd be like this. I'd be talking about them.
Which Pokemon is coming out?
Let me see, what else can I remember? We watched like a lot of biblical movies for some reason. My parents like made us go to church every single week, so I guess that's not super surprising, but I was never really hugely into it. Like, I didn't mind it, but I preferred to be able to just, well, excuse me, since I've heard to watch them sometimes, I find them to be entertaining. Like, what are they called? Veggie Tales? We watched those a lot, those animated things there. We saw those quite a bit. Also, like seeing other movies like I think I watched a Noah's Ark movie, and let's see, what else was there? At least I think, I don't remember. I think there's one about Moses. There are all sorts of things. When you get into the topic of, like, that stuff, you get into the live-action movies that were, like, based on, like, Christian stuff, and that was weird. I don't think we ever watched that as a kid, because I think it only got a little bigger, like, sometime later, but it was still interesting. Actually, hold on a second. I'm gonna try something here. Sure, get this right. I'm just trying to pick carefully. Last round went not the best, to say the least. There we go.
We're in the last half of the tournament. Things will get white hot. Begin round 5.
I haven't watched too many of those. I forget what some of them are called. I think one of them's like I don't remember. One's like really long about Jesus. I remember watching one that was like about a whole bunch of stories from the Bible. I don't remember the names of these very well. I think one of them is like the Crucible or something. Is the name of it or something? I'd have to check these to remember what their titles are. Speaking of which, like, this is like a slightly unrelated note, and I'm not going to talk about Christian movies that much, even though some of them are alright, some of them are not anything special, but, like, I will say it's really surprising to, like, sit down and think about it, like, 'cause a lot of people forget, like, you never really think, like, very often, like, that Christmas, for example, is a Christian thing, even though it is about Jesus' birth originally. At least I think it's what I heard. Like, I know that apparently there's some of the origins aren't related to that, but, like, I think it was, like, mostly based on that kind of stuff from the Bible. It's a great time of year, though. Always see the best out of people around Christmas, it feels like. Always enjoy sing Christmas time tunes, sing all the holiday joy. It's a good time, regardless of whether or not you're religious, I'd say. See, this is the thing about me. I'm not trying to say anything bad about it, but I do not unless I don't actually have conversation topics come to me easily, and sometimes like, things don't flow as well for the way I'm trying to, like, communicate as I would hope. Like, it's still alright, I feel like, not terrible, but I feel like I could do better with the way I'm conveying my words. I feel like I have to work on that a little bit.
What a furious battle!
Another thing I want to finish talking about animated movies. I'll come back to it, I think, but yeah, I watched more than just that, obviously. I watched a lot of stuff. I always liked watching, like, action-adventure stuff as a kid, and I think as I got older, I also kind of got into watching comedy movies more, because I still liked them, but I didn't really watch them a lot. Like, I watched so many different things that were action and adventure that I remember. Like, Spy Kids is something I liked. I've already talked about how I watched Spider-Man. I think that was mostly when I was younger. And I watched Pirates of the Caribbean, even though I don't know if you'd call that action-adventure or not, actually. Like, I've watched a ton of different stuff that I would say that I really, really enjoyed. Probably some I'm even forgetting about, actually. Of course. Can I nail another one, maybe? Please? Probably not. I'm probably dead, unless... Wait, maybe. I don't know why I'm bothering with this. It's probably not going to save me from a fly attack, but it's like... I really don't want to switch Pokemon. Actually...
Both Pokemon appear weak.
I have an idea here. It might save me from losing somebody. This way I can try to get a continue out of this. This fucking game does not really make things too easy. I actually like live-action movies quite a bit, but I don't talk about them very often. Okay, why did I think I was getting hit by a ground attack move? Because I thought for some reason that would not even work on me at all. I'm dumb sometimes, sorry. Had a bit of a brain fart. Hold on a second. Okay, I need to like think about this for a second. Maybe Thrash. I probably should have hit Fire Blast. I was trying to like think of something really useful, and Boomerang probably wouldn't work. Fire Blast is inaccurate though. Okay, good. But I'm surprised that actually worked.
There's a difference in the number of reserve.
Not really. I've like got 2 dead Pokemon essentially.
The remaining Pokemon
I can't fucking do anything but Thrash. This isn't gonna end super great. Well, you actually helped me out there, game. I mean, I'm stuck with Thrash anyway. Maybe this will break the Thrash. Maybe this will let me actually attack. Otherwise, oh sweet, it does. This fucking kills me. God damn it! I don't want to fucking lose. Damn it! Please no. Did it work? Okay, I wasn't certain. I thought for a second maybe the fucking animation's gonna play a little delayed. We still got it without losing anybody. Holy shit, that was a surprise. Let me see if I can remember any more. I've done a lot of live action like remakes, I've noticed, of like movies. I haven't really watched any of those, but like old Disney movies and stuff, and like the live action, or I guess it was live action, I don't remember. It might have just been like CGI that looked kind of live action, but that Lion King thing, that was like really bad looking. I think they should probably stop with these remakes. I haven't seen any advertised in a while, so maybe they did. Maybe they got the fucking note that, hey, people do not like these as much as we thought, although I doubt it. I feel like it's probably too damn stupid to fucking understand that people aren't really interested in it. There we go. I don't know, I didn't find any of them great. I don't think I've watched too many, though. By the way, just in case anybody's wondering, since I've mentioned live action, no, I didn't ever watch, like, Star Wars or Star Trek or anything. I did watch Star Wars, like, not that long ago, though, and I have seen the first one. I watched Star Wars Episode 4, but as far as that goes, that's it. I have yet to watch more than the first episode. I'd like to, eventually. I didn't find it amazing. I found it to be alright, but I didn't really care for it as much as some people did. I don't know if it picks up later or not. I mean, I don't doubt that it will, because a lot of high-quality Star Wars stuff up there. I have to feel like if it's actually good, then probably not be hyped up for being only somewhat good at most, because there's a lot of like really decent looking and pretty overall good stuff, I'd say, from the looks of it. It's like material out there for Star Wars that exists, and but it never really happened to get any. I don't think it would have got very big if it wasn't anything more than just a plain old series.
What will the next Pokemon be?
I've heard the original trilogy is like a legendary series, and I want to watch more of it because I think it'll be worth my time. But I have to like sit down and work some time out for it. I really do want to like watch like all 3 of those. I also saw like the Clone Wars stuff they had on Cartoon Network, like the TV series some time ago, like when they were showing it. I watched that. I didn't really have an opportunity to sit down and properly watch the original Clone Wars movie. All I've seen, I guess, would technically be Star Wars Episode 4 and like Star Wars The Clone Wars. I've never really had a chance to watch any of the other Star Wars stuff. Okay, this isn't gonna work, is it? 'Cause if I do, it'll fucking damage me too much. I didn't think about that, actually, before I struck it. Shit. And if I switch, this puts Zapdos at a risk. Fuck. Maybe Rock Slide? Star Trek, I just never really had any interest in. I mean, I thought it was okay. I'll be honest, can't say I have seen a little bit of Star Trek. Not a ton, though. I've watched, like, one of the reboot movies that happened, which is, I think, the first one, because I remember seeing it while I was living in San Antonio for a while, I talked about that on stream, and I remember finding that to be pretty entertaining. I think they modernized it a little bit, because I remember, like, I think I've seen, like, a little bit of, like, some of the really old episodes on, I think the internet, or maybe it was on TV, some, I don't remember very well, but, like, I've seen some of this, and I didn't find it too entertaining, so I never really watched it. I found it kind of boring, and I heard about the TV series, didn't really care to watch any after what I'd seen. I don't know, maybe if I had given it more of a chance, I would have liked it. And I'm sure as hell not interested in getting a Star Wars versus Star Trek. Like, we're getting into a Star Wars versus Star Trek discussion right now, excuse me. I've not really seen enough of either of them, to be honest.
Neither one is conceding an inch.
Let me see if I can remember another.
There it goes.
I don't recall if I've ever seen Indiana Jones or not.
Oh, is it down and out?
There was something.
There's only one.
I can't remember what it was called, but like one where there's like this giant treasure hunt. I remember it was a movie. I don't remember what the name of it was. Like, it's really good. Really interesting movie. I would have to look to see if I can try to remember what it was called. I've also seen like both of the Cheaper by the Dozen movies, because I think there's like the original and then there's the rebooted version that happened. Like, well, actually I say rebooted, but I guess that's right. It was like probably 10 years ago or something, I would assume. The original one had like a really, really sad ending. I'd like to sit down and watch more movies, though. I enjoy checking stuff out. Let's go back to talking about animated movies for just a little bit, I guess. You know, I had some unfinished stuff that I wanted to, like, keep discussing, so I hope that's okay. I'm gonna say, like, I remember, like, these are, like, some really particularly good ones I remember, and, like, I love animated movies in general, but, like, I gotta say, like, I really, really remember having fond memories of watching, like, what's the right word for this? Well, there were, I think, Studio Ghibli movies. I saw, like, quite a few of them. I don't know if I can remember the names perfectly well, but they stood out as, like, legitimately fantastic movies. Like, I remember watching Princess Mononoke on TV, I think. I don't think it was a VHS or anything. I remember liking that a lot. I saw some of Howl's Moving Castle. I don't think I ever saw the entire thing. And let's see. I believe I saw My Neighbor Totoro. I saw a lot of their stuff, and I really, really like a lot of Studio Ghibli stuff. And I'm looking forward to seeing like some of these new video games that have like the same art style. I think they may have actually made it into moving games. I'm not actually sure, because I've got to say, like, Ni no Kuni, I didn't look into the details too much. That looks exactly like Studio Ghibli's art style, honestly. Same with that new Baldo game, but I would assume that's just an inspiration, because it seems like it's purely indie. I don't know, maybe it isn't from them. It looks good, though. In fact, I legitimately think I might try to check it out in the near future. I don't know. I actually have a lot of interest in both the game I just mentioned as well as Ni no Kuni, so I mean, I'd like to look into them and see more of them. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to go first or not, but I'd like to. Considering that I need to strike, of course I don't. Made a bad choice fucking picking all flying type Pokemon. I just thought maybe I would have more variety to have to deal with than fucking they stick Zapdos in their team.
Oh, it's Arctozolt. It's 2 Pokemon against 3 now.
I know I've talked a lot about movies, and I guess because I enjoy watching them. It's just a topic I thought of that would be pretty good. Like, I gotta say, like, I think it's Pixar, mostly, and DreamWorks. Like, I saw a lot of those movies are like really good movies I remember and enjoyed a lot. I legitimately really, really like their movies. I remember loving Toy Story so much, and that was just a really, really good movie. I'm a sucker for a good animated movie. Toy Story, just like, Sticks out of my memory. It's a classic, and I would never want to forget about it. I love Toy Story. One of my favorites, even now. The entire first three I've all seen I thought were really good, and I have yet to get a chance to watch Toy Story 4, so when I do, I'll be sure to let you guys know what I think of it. If it's anytime soon, that is. I mean, I would hope I get to see it soon. Oh, that was like a huge thing that just came to my mind. I was like thinking I was screwed. Then I realized, oh wait, Fire Sprint has priority over the other person. I can actually fucking take down Zapdos, and he's got a fucking Starmie, or I can't tell if the Psychic's a he or a she. Their team's not entirely too psychic, to say the least, and why the fuck did I go last, really? That's why? That's shitty. Fucking screw me over with that kind of shit. There was no way. I could have maybe had a chance. I was hoping I could, like, pull off a little bit of something there. Oh, this is not how I want this to end, though. I just want to get to the final round to try to win. I'm not sure what my favorite Toy Story is, because I want to talk about this a little bit, and I love the characters in them. They're all really great movies, and frankly, some of my favorites I've watched. Really, really enjoyable from beginning to end. I'd say Toy Story 2 was really damn good. Same with Toy Story 1, though. The writing is just fantastic, honestly. Legitimately, like, maybe some of my favorite writing I've ever seen in a movie, so props to Pixar for doing a good job with it. I'm gonna take a really differing approach this time and may not work. See if it works. I hope I'm not getting my studios wrong. I thought Pixar's the one who made it. Whatever, if I get it wrong, it doesn't matter. Be a little embarrassing, but who cares? Try to figure out how to handle this scenario here. Can I actually fly before his turn? I would assume not. I would assume my turn will be too late. Of course it's too late.
They go into battle poses.
And I can't fly until after. Fucking speed priority in this game is really odd. It's probably the fucking higher level though, more than anything, I bet. If I get screwed here, I'm gonna be a little bit angry at the game for fucking giving this dude fly. You've gotta be shitting me! He gets the get out of jail free card and I get screwed.
Oops, that's a miss. Neither one is conceding an inch.
Oh my god, I hate this game sometimes. I didn't expect this because I glanced over the Charizard part.
What'll it do? The attack wasn't effective. There's a big difference.
I have one idea. I think I know what he's gonna do here.
Combatants face each other.
Don't know if it'll work.
Here's a Pokemon chase.
You know, I don't really get what the fuck is up to typing in Gen 1. There's, like, the dual typing, like, has some weird issues. Like, it works in some areas. Like, Ice should not be super effective against a flying Pokemon. I think it's got fire on it. Although I don't know if that's because, like, it's discounting the fire typing or what. And how the fuck did he know to use Flamethrower? What the fuck is that bullshit? I guess that's this game for you. Is a fucking psychic, but they shouldn't be able to read into my fucking Pokemon change like that. Why Executor of all things? Do they not have their fucking Zapdos for once? It's like a really dumb switch up, but who cares? Psychic, is that why? Oh, you didn't even kill him. Good job. I can do this, I think. My biggest problem here is that Zapdos is here. There we go. I'm actually gonna fucking get this without losing a Pokemon? That'd be a surprise. Probably not. Of course not. My biggest chance would have to be it getting frozen, and I'm not gonna go first, I bet. Okay, we got one chance of this really being something that'll work out, and it's not guaranteed. I'm nervous. I'm not gonna talk about anything right now until I get dumped this match. I'm relying on something kind of dumb here, which is Rock Slide. Really? Thunderbolt? Are you that afraid of fucking going for the super effective? Oh shit, he doesn't need to, that's why. This is inaccurate. Ooh, that's a rough hit. If I fuck up, I'm dead. We have like barely any margin for error. Came close to being able to fucking do it without losing anybody, but the problem was that Articuno couldn't even get to try to strike it. I don't like what this is fucking entailing, though. The only chance is gonna be a fucking lame-out strategy. Please, spare me, game. I have to fucking cheese this, otherwise I lose. Okay. This is in my favor until it misses, and that's fucking my death sentence.
The attack is still continuing.
Come on, game. I need you to fucking pull off a fire spin win. I hate this so much. But yeah, I like Toy Story a lot. I legitimately find them really good. There's a lot of great scenes in those movies. Oh shit. Is this supposed to say fire spin if it doesn't miss? Okay, good. It'll still do it. Like the fucking crane scene with the aliens is funny as hell. There's a lot of really good old stuff in there that I enjoyed. Like a lot of parts of Toy Story that are honestly really fantastic. It's a really, really good movie that's put together really well. The only reason this works is because it takes first priority. I think Zapdos might actually speed check if I let go. Oh god.
Here's a light shot. Sparks are flying.
But yeah, I enjoyed that. There was just watching everything in it. Buzz and Woody as characters were developed really, really well. Then the whole thing that happened in Toy Story 2, it felt natural, and like seeing characters bond was really great. Felt weird like going from 3 and like noticing the plot of 4 was them getting given away. I don't know, I haven't watched 4, so I need to check it out sometime. Hopefully it's really good though. I'll be looking forward to the moment that I see it though. Speaking of movies, I heard like the Sonic movie is going to be getting an early release on DVD, maybe even digital. I don't know about the details, but I heard about that from another fellow streamer that I watch. Good friend of mine. I hate how coronavirus just came out of nowhere. I mean, I guess it's been known for a little while, but like, I was like planning a lot of stuff that I wanted to do, and this shit came and fucking ruined a lot of plans I had for like stuff I wanted to do this year, because I wanted to do stuff outside of streaming too. If it hits next turn, we might be done, we might win. Please, game.
The attack's still going on.
One more. Oh my god. I have to be careful, but still. This works. Holy shit, I think it did. Oh no! What the fuck? No! I was so close. I've got a little overconfident at the end. Just one miss. Holy shit, I wasted all that time fucking spamming fire spin for it to not even hit. Oh, that fucking cuts deep too. God damn it. Let me take a better look this time before I fucking decide on my team. Be really careful about this since I've lost twice and have nothing left. Okay, I think I was right to pick Zapdos, actually. I think where I went wrong was alongside getting stuck against a... Yeah, I got stuck against Alakazam at least once, so that kind of screwed me over, but I think my strategy should be similar to the first round. Yeah, I think that can work. I probably would have been fine had I not had a huge fuck up near the end. The problem that happened was legitimately just the fact that I got screwed by some RNG. I did use a bullshit strategy, but I just needed one fucking attack to fucking win it all. Kadabra, huh? Okay. Let's do a Thunderbolt. They might change Pokemon, I don't know. Thunder Wave? Really? Fucking Thunder Wave against a Zapdos? To actually have a Thunder Wave of my own, I didn't pay attention to that. Come on! You can't be fucking serious right now.
What now?
This is some bullshit on this last fight, actually. Holy fuck. They really expect you to go through this shit and just not be upset about the fact you're getting cheesed fucking really hard.
Fireworks are flying in this battle. The combatants face each other.
Come on. I don't want to lose to this shit. Not this fast either, especially.
How's that? Neither one is conceding an inch.
I don't want to die yet. Oh, fuck. Crap. Could have been better, to be honest.
That's a good hit.
That's a rough start, too.
What will the next
Zapdos is like the biggest key to fucking checking another Zapdos, too. Fuck.
Oh, it's Charizard. It has to make up for lost ground. This is a fight between two different types of Pokemon.
Oh, gee, thanks, game. Hopefully I can fucking take advantage of this, but, like, that was some bullshit fucking at rest there.
It's a light hit.
You think I'm just gonna fucking ignore that? That pisses me off more than anything that actually fucking happened, and they were able to get away with it.
It's fast asleep. The attack is...
Did I not just... I swear I hit Fire Blast. Do I not get the say in my own attack? I only did a fire spin because I wanted the priority.
Now. It woke up.
Okay, good.
Fire blast. Major damage.
Fuck you and your rest. If you do it again, I'm gonna be really annoyed. I'm not exactly okay with getting fucking cheesed every fucking attempt.
What now?
Maybe I don't have... Do I have a ground type? I don't think I forgot to put one on my team. I didn't look closely, though, and I might need one for the Zapdos. So I do not approve of how the game fucked me over so hard. What's left? Surely it's not anything more than a fucking... Like a Starmie's not on the team, is it? It is. Oh, brother.
How will the type difference affect that?
Hold on a second. Can fire spin and try to get some serious damage in here. Okay, I didn't even get a chance to fucking take my turn, damn it! Probably missed again, I bet. Thanks, game. I'm screwed. There's gotta be fucking Zapdos again because this team is like fucking crushing me so fucking easily.
Oh, it's Arctozolt. It's one Pokemon against two now. The tense battle continues.
Come on, can we get a freeze, please, maybe? I don't think so, but I mean, if we did, that would help a ton. It would make my life so much better to be able to fucking enter a fucking attack with an ice beam and fucking destroy Zapdos on turn 1.
That wasn't effective.
I'm dead. I fucking hate this person's fucking team so much.
What's this? The bear hit.
Unless there's not a fucking Zapdos, I'm sure I'm dead.
What now? It didn't do much damage.
I didn't want the damage so much as I want the fucking status, and it's not working. I give up. I'm fucking lost. We'll try again. I kinda expected I'd fuck up and lose during the first try, and yet I've gotta say I'm fucking still very frustrated about this shit. Gotta fucking be kidding me. Like, I couldn't even get very far in any of my attempts. Let's go check our stuff really fast. I wanna, like, double check my team. Only got one option. It didn't seem to give me the option to re-enter. Actually, yeah, it didn't give me an option to re-enter. What the fuck? Why didn't I get the option to use my team again? Well, now I can at least study it, I guess. I hit a ground type that has a rock type move on it. Too bad the speed on... Well, actually, hold on a second. What's Zapdos' speed? I don't imagine it's too different from its current setup. I used Marowak, it was like strong, and while it's not bad, it's certainly not the best for this. I'm gonna try a different approach though, not speed. I want to do speed, but I feel like me doing Pokemon that's like Onix would help a little bit. Biggest problem here was like trying to get my team formatted around this bullshit. Give me a second or two. Fix things up. Now we need the birds again. I don't know if I brought a dragon type, but I mean it is dragon flying, so I don't know if it would work out to bring Dragonite. Nah. I remember what I used last time. Machoke? Or, yeah, I think that's right, Machoke. Okay, that'll work. Hopefully this is a good enough strategy here. Provide some results for the battles. It'll certainly seem like a decent change-up for that last team, though. This game does not know how to hold back on its difficulty. Not that it's a huge problem, just like some of these battles, man. Holy fuck. Okay, there we go.
It's underway. Pokemon Tournament Pokecup.
Alright, finally back into the match. So, yeah. Let me think. I was talking about some anime movies. I still want to talk about it a little more. Not too much, but I've been talking about it a lot. I'll talk just a little bit more and we'll talk about another subject. I like talking about stuff so nobody's been around to, like, give me some topics. I'm gonna check something while I'm at it. Give me one moment. Kinda not a lot of people around today. That's okay, though. Checking on, like, 1 to 2 things. That's all. Okay, back in the game. So, yeah, I talked about Toy Story. Monsters, Inc. is really, really good, too. I like Monsters, Inc. a ton. That was a good movie as a kid. And I remember plot being fairly alright, and, like, it was silly. And I liked when they made Monsters University, like, the whole plot of them, like, I don't remember what the whole thing's going on, but, like, I remember them working out some way to, like, stay in the real world, like, scaring kids, like, an interesting plot, and they didn't have to be really bad. I don't remember, like, everything that happened, though. It was like they were in a separated universe or something. I think it was cool, though. I liked that there's a silly plot, and University had an interesting take from what I recall, too. Surprisingly different origin story than I was expecting, and I'd love to see what their take on a proper sequel would be, too. Sure, it'd be interesting. Love that movie a ton. As far as, like, some other stuff that I can think of that's, like, animated to talk of, there's, like, 2 more that I'll bring up, and then we'll try to go to another top. Instead of just talking movies, and talk about all sorts of stuff, really. There's, like, some stuff on Twitch that caught my attention. Not really a big deal, but we'll talk about that, I guess, maybe. But, let's see. Shrek is one of my favorites I've seen that's animated. They seem like a dumb pick for a movie, like, I'll admit Shrek is not the most amazing thing in the world. It's entertaining, though, and it's got a pretty good premise, and I honestly like it overall. I feel like it's like part of Shrek has probably gotten its legacy from being such a meme, but I really think it's a genuinely good movie, and I like Shrek a lot. Like, I wouldn't even mind rewatching it, and because I know we can do like video stuff. That might actually be something we do in the future. Like, we could even rewatch some of the movies I talked about. It might be fun to check that out. Sit down, watch them. I'm only missing out on one that I haven't watched, so I could watch all of them. Maybe I'll watch the first one on stream, and like on stream. It may not be a stream. I don't know what you'd call it. Just watch it on like video hosting thing. For the hell of it, something like what Rabbit used to be before it got shut down. The site was good. It's a shame it got shut down the way it did. Seems like a lot of sites that are like that don't really last for some reason, though. Oh well. All the Shrek trilogies look really good, though. Shrek quadrilogy, I guess, but I don't know. I liked that they got really different. I've heard people say Shrek the Third is trash, and yet I've got to say, like, what I watched of it, I do not really agree with that. I feel like it was perfectly fine, and I enjoyed what I saw out of it. I don't get why people hate Shrek the Third so much, because I genuinely think it's a really good game. Right, game. When I say game, Shrek movie. A little stupid for a plotline, but who gives a fuck? I mean, honestly, is it really that big of a deal? There's a lot of movies that have really dumb plots to them, so it's like, whatever. I liked Shrek, maybe it was Shrek the Third, I think it's Shrek 2, like the human Shrek thing was really funny to me. Really dumb, but still. None of the Shrek movies are bad, in my opinion. At least none that I've seen. I like the first a lot, but I think I'd say the first is probably, like, the one I care the least to rewatch, for whatever reason. Not that it's bad, just not really got that interest for me. Like, I genuinely find it to be alright, though I think it's a pretty good movie, in fact. Still. It's because I just like the sequels more. Some of the plot lines were a little weird, like Shrek needing to go and find somebody to become king was really weird. Plot twist they added in, I don't really understand that a whole lot.
Here's a Pokemon chain.
Also, like the king turning into a frog, some of the, like, just a lot of weird things that happened in the movies that was particularly unusual, but whatever. Give me a second or two before I continue with my thoughts here. Wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that at all. That was a pleasant bonus of me switching Pokemon. Hopefully we can continue getting this kind of luck, though. Holy shit! Fucking shamed them into switching Pokemon immediately. Yeah, good luck with that. Unless you one-shot me, I'm not gonna be too worried since you had to switch in to attack me. Or if it crits, which it could, so just erase any chance of that happening.
Oh, there's going to be a change of Pokemon.
Finally, yes, a little bit of vengeance against this bullshit. At least it should be. There we go. This feels nice compared to last time. Yeah, have fun. If you switch, you get fucking Tangela killed. You really think Fly is going to work against a fucking Onix? Yeah, have fun with that. You can only stall for time at best. Kind of odd how, like, one of the go-to Fly moves, at least as long as I can remember, was like just a fucking 2-turn move that was like really slow and unreliable. It's strong, but it's not something that's really going to help you a lot. Just not a reliable move. Air Slash is like the first move I can think of that was like really good. I guess Wing Attack isn't terrible. There we go, we got this. Easy battle. Very easy battle. So yeah, the other animated movie I want to talk about that I remember pretty well was Ice Age. I actually remember Ice Age being pretty good. I didn't like see all of them. I saw quite a few of the Ice Age movies though, and I remember liking them a decent bit. I found them to be pretty good. It's been a long time since I've watched them though. Apparently there's some weird meme going around the Ice Age Baby. I don't know what the fuck that's about. I don't really care to find out what it is either, but like, heard about whatever the fuck this is on some stream. Don't know the details. Probably never will find out, to be honest. Just hold on before I continue. Let's study this again. I should know this by now. I know what I'm doing, and yet I guess because I keep dying and fucking up and forgetting some of this part. Psychic works here for sure. At least against 2 of these guys. Need water, yeah. Also, maybe fighting? I don't know. That'd be good for Snorlax. And I think ground type would probably help too. That'll work, I guess. Yeah, I remember watching them. They were interesting. I liked the plot lines of them. In hindsight, I remember watching them though and like not having the best time with them, but they were interesting how they kept changing them up a lot. And like they all had like very different plots. It felt like, okay, let me get this checked on my fossils now. We can talk about that more in a second or two. I don't know, the Ice Age movies feel like they changed like they changed up a lot over time. Oh shit, yes, it's here already! Fuck yeah! We got an Arctozolt early today, hell yes. Oh, that's good stuff. We don't even have to continue with the stadium stuff. Alright. That was good, very good. I'm gonna change things since I did this. We'll finish this and we'll just count this as like an early part of Pokemon Stadium. I'm gonna go release all the other Arctozolt. But yeah. Oh, we got our beautiful fossil baby here. Took long enough and we got it.
What's the matter, trainer?
Up. Let's like increment our counter up a little bit. Hold on a second. Glad I got more fossils. It worked out really fast. Alright, we got our shiny. Let's go find it in home. I'll continue actually
What's the matter, trainer?
going and playing Stadium in the meantime. Though I want to get like another match in, maybe 2. And then I want to do stuff in Sword and Shield for a little bit.
Now.
For the moment, you guys are going to be seeing the same stuff I'm seeing, so I'll be looking at OBS. It's actually me looking at the capture, not the game, because I'm trying to focus on my TV right now. Good stuff. This is working out well.
What a furious battle.
It's really weird, like, multitasking and playing fucking Shield and Stadium at the exact same time like this. It feels really odd. I'm not upset about it, I just find it, like, I've never done anything like this that I can think of. Not that it's a bad experience, though.
The next Pokemon is...
I don't think I've ever tried to play 2 games at once the same way I'm doing this right now, though. This is something.
Oh, it's Machamp.
Alright, let's see.
How will the type
Find our new
difference
shiny, and I didn't manage the box the way I'd like to. That's okay, though, whatever. Okay. Wait, what?
They're staring each other
I'm
down.
confused. Hold on a second, I need my other Joy-Con. I definitely saw a shiny, and I don't see it in here. I might need my thing to, like, check it. Give me a second. I'm glad I keep getting a lot of these, like, fairly early on in the stream when I get them. Like, I've got this, like, most of my fossils, like, only exception I can think of is Dracovish.
The trainer hasn't issued an order.
I need to turn my volume up on my TV just a little bit, but still. Try remote at.
What's the matter, trainer?
Okay, there we go. Go back and figure out where the fuck we're missing our shiny at. Cause I know I got one, I just don't know where it's at.
What's the matter, trainer?
Shouldn't stick out yet. That's what I get for not having good organization.
The trainer hasn't issued an order.
Wait, isn't there a feature for this? Maybe. We'll have to check in a second, actually, because there might be a way to, like, jump to where this thing's supposed to be. I definitely read a fucking shiny Arctozolt. What the fuck? Where is it?
What's the matter, trainer?
If I just saved and something happened to it, I'm gonna be very, very upset because I know what I saw. First time I've been in here and haven't been able to figure out where the shiny's at that I can think of.
What's the matter, trainer?
Okay, let's do a list view.
The trainer
Can I
hasn't issued an
filter
order.
a Arctozolt?
What's the matter, trainer?
Where's it at? There it is.
The trainer hasn't issued an order.
There it is. It looks very, very similar to the others. No wonder I couldn't find it. Box 12.
Trainer?
Oh, nice one. Let's move it over where it's safe. Put it in box 31 at the moment.
The trainer
I need to
hasn't
get rid of these
issued an
guys.
order.
There's a bunch of extras that don't need to be here. Should probably release first.
What's the matter,
So
trainer?
give me a second. I know you guys can't see this amazingly because I'm trying to like keep Stadium stuff going too at the same time, and it's not amazing because I haven't touched it in a little bit. Let me go ahead and like switch my windows after a moment. Or I'm gonna switch my windows and I'll like leave this up and I'll switch it to the other game for a second once I've got a moment. About to like close out Shield and do like more on Stadium, and then afterwards we'll do the rest of what we need to do in Stadium. Right now I'm just trying to like prioritize getting these guys ready. I mean, you guys don't have to worry too much about the mass release thing, it's not a big deal, but I'm doing this for the sake of getting these guys that are not even needing to be here out of the way. Otherwise I'll have a bunch of... Well, I don't need to get rid of them, but I'm going to. It's easier for me on space, I feel like. We can move this thing actually.
They're staring each
Make
other
it
down.
box 1 where it belongs. And these guys are not shiny. They just got put here because I'm not careful about storage.
The trainer hasn't issued an order.
My boxes are a fucking mess right now. I need to be more careful
What's
about
the
them.
matter, trainer?
Alright, store shit. Holy fuck. Definitely not a shiny.
The trainer hasn't issued an order.
Fine, this is actually, yeah, I'll just get rid of this. I don't think I care too much. It's probably just an ordinary, and I do like to keep non-shiny and shiny variants for the hell of it, but I don't care. This one's not going to be needed as long as it's not shiny.
The trainer
There we
hasn't
go.
issued an order.
God, it feels good knowing my last shiny I wanted is finally collected. Actually,
What's the matter,
you know, I
trainer?
might just do the releasing part all on my own later, even though I kind of want to, just because of the fact that, while I'd like to,
Hasn't issued an order.
there's the matter that it's not really necessary, and on top of that, there's the fact that if I do, I don't know, I feel like I just want to check out the Arctozolt, and I might need these guys to get, like, some Master Balls maybe, or maybe I'll do that some other time. I wanted to, like, try to grab some, and, you know, I might actually look into getting rid of them for that kind of stuff. We'll see. I need to, like, try to, like, trade them for fodder, I think, potentially. I'm gonna keep these things around here and use them, I think. Let's look at our new baby here that we all saw. There we go. I have to give a closer look at him in a minute or two, actually. It looks good. I'll read it since it's such a shrunken window.
The trainer hasn't issued an
Relax nature, static ability, no held item, obviously. Can't see its IVs yet. Look at the base points on if that's good or not. I didn't see the nature. Does it say relax? Okay, I should double check. I thought I read that. I wasn't certain though. If there's anything else I need to see, powder snow, thunder, shot chart. I don't know how good it is. We'll check into it and like look at it more. Alright, let's save our changes. I'm used to coming in here for like releasing Pokemon. Now that I've got like a good reason to hold on to some of this stuff though, maybe I'll do this. I want to get Master Balls eventually. Alright, instead of like booting Shield up again, I'm gonna go ahead and like kill it and do Stadium for a little bit longer, and we'll come back to Pokemon Shield and I'll like separate this from my other stuff actually, since I just got the Arctozolt. I think this is a fair way to handle this actually. Just like do 2 separated streams. I wouldn't normally, but I think this would be better if I want to get some progress in Pokemon Stadium, so let's fucking do it. Genuinely like this game a lot. It feels nice right now. I was not sure I was going to get this Pokemon anytime soon like I wanted to, but what do you know? Got it today. Now we can relax and not worry about the Arctozolt hunt anymore, and it's finally done after hours wasted on each one of these. They all happened under odds too. I'm very happy about that. I think it's great that I was able to land this really easily. I didn't expect to. Meanwhile, I'm not dumb with shiny hunting overall, just like in Sword and Shield, and probably not for good either. We'll see more shiny hunting in Sword and Shield in the relative future. Feels nice to fucking get this thing after all this time, though. All this fucking time that I've thrown in, and now we're getting rewarded.
The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1. The battle has become one.
Oh, fuck. I'm not gonna continue very long with Stadium. We're gonna do like another battle after this, maybe at best, and then we're gonna go ahead and switch over to Shield version I like Pokemon Shield enough that it's okay, and I think it'll be not too bad, because I want to like do team building today, actually. I was hoping if I got done fast enough that I could, but I want to like stop Stadium at a point where I feel satisfied with, so I had to keep going a little bit, I felt like. It's the only problem with these like 2-game streams, they're not bad, just like sometimes you want to play both the games and you don't have any ill will between either of them. Even if I do like Gen 8 less, I still think I want to play Shield and get done this week. I've wasted more time than I intended, and I was actually intending to be done with it like by last week, hopefully, and taking part of a week that I wanted to be like completely free right now to do this. So we're gonna settle down and get this done. This is good though. This means I can like dedicate time to other games and do more stuff, honestly. I might take like a little bit of a break between the sessions. I think I'm gonna start on next part like right away and get back into Shield, not even like really bothering to worry about it too much. Nice. Okay, one more battle. That's all I'm gonna do. Seriously, after this guy, we'll just go ahead and call it. It could have been better for progress in this game, but I also didn't expect a fucking 1-hour shiny that quickly, honestly. It makes me very happy. Very, very happy. Okay. So, water fucking wrecks the bottom part, and psychic wrecks like a good chunk of the beginning part. Let's say Zapdos and Slowbro are easy answers. Maybe... Maybe use Onyx, potentially? I don't know. I think that'll work. This is the first, like I said, this is the first time I ever did mainline Pokemon, mainline shiny hunting in Pokemon, excuse me. And I'm glad I did, honestly, because I feel like I enjoyed it quite a bit. I didn't know if I would, but it turns out it's been a pretty decent experience, honestly. So, ooh, we might do a little more when we do another game. I'm only gonna do like 1 or 2 shiny hunts if I do like a previous gen, but for the next game, I'd like to do more, just hopefully a little bit faster, maybe. I don't know. This didn't go perfect. It took forever to get all the shinies I wanted. I have to be more thoughtful about how I handle hunts I want and try to get stuff at a better pacing, hopefully. I don't want to do this much again, though. This took fucking way longer than it should have. Also interrupted my schedule a lot. By the way, there was an interesting rumor I saw earlier. I was gonna say this year, but I guess it still works. I was gonna say that I saw on Reddit there's a rumor about there being like more remasters from Nintendo. I hadn't had a chance to talk about it because I think it's like relatively recent. But it sounded like an interesting rumor. I totally believe it, like Nintendo doing remasters because their schedule is all messed up thanks to the coronavirus, which that sucks if that really is the case. I don't really blame them for wanting to switch things up. In fact, I think it's probably a good idea they take things easy. I can't imagine how bad it must be having like your whole year schedule for your games planned and then sudden change out of nowhere because of the coronavirus. Like everything you had that you wanted to do for your big schedule is just shifted by this stuff. I would be so pissed off about it, and I'm sure Nintendo's probably not too happy either. Probably worried about how things are going to turn up now. Did he fucking know that I was going to use Onyx? How the fuck? Ooh, I don't know if I'm quicker here. I want to try and get a continue though. Wait, maybe. Let's see. God damn it. I just want to fucking hit it. Did I make a miscalculation on my speed stats? I should have just fucking exploded it. That was my error.
Pokemon V.
I don't have any fucking easy attack. That's the problem here. Even if I want to attack it, I don't have a way to fucking strike it unless maybe if it doesn't know how to rock slide.
They go into battle poses. It's building energy for
I'm
the next
kind of thinking this is going to be bad. I didn't want to fucking put a ground type directly against a fucking flying type though, and not flying, I mean directly against a fucking electric type, even though I knew it still had flying. Well, that works, I guess. I thought it wouldn't. Maybe I was just being paranoid. It doesn't seem like Nintendo ever does remasters, though. I'm kind of excited about this prospect if it ends up true. Like, Nintendo could do, like, so much at their games, and frankly, I would totally be supporting any extra goodies, like, really cool remasters we got this year. A lot of stuff I'd be interested in, especially if we got a Sunshine HD with them, like, fixing a lot of stuff that's wrong with the game. I also really want a Pikmin and Trilogy remake where there's, like, remakes of the first two games and some general improvements on the third game, even though I love all of them, to be honest. I just love to see them all on the same quality. We'll talk about game remakes like they're terrible, but, like, legitimately, sometimes a remake is exactly what a game needs, and giving a game a remake can be a good thing. It really depends. Like, I feel like it's really a game-by-game basis. And there are some scenarios where this is just, like, exactly what a game needs, and kind of good that some of these games are getting this, honestly. They probably need the attention, honestly. Will help them a ton. Okay. Let's go ahead and save here. I could have, like, gone on longer and even tried to finish this, but I think it's better that I stop a little bit early, because even though I don't have to, I want to take this chance to try and do this right and go after some training in Pokemon Shield. I'll see you guys in just a minute. Thanks for watching this part of the stream and, like, sitting down to stream with me here. This is enjoyable, even if it wasn't very long. I like Pokemon Stadium, and I feel like I got a good time out of this session, even though it could have gone a little better. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day. That is, if you don't, I'll see you in the next part. I'll be back streaming in just a little bit, though, like maybe 10 minutes or less, because I want to do Shield stuff now and do some training. So, see you guys in a bit. Be right back.